Take a walk through your local garden centre this spring and you'll notice that plants are often coined as perennials or annuals. But what is the difference, and when does a garden call for a perennial or an annual?
Annuals grow, bloom, set seed and die all in the one growing season. But what they lack in longevity, they make up for in colour and style. Annuals are the go-to plants for dressing up a courtyard, sprucing up your pots or igniting an outdoor room with flamboyant colour. I like to use them to bring a cheery pop of colour to garden beds too.
And best of all, you can change the colour palette from season to season.
Spring is the time to fill your gardens with showy warm season annuals. Think snapdragons, petunias and marigolds, just to tease you with a few. If it's staying power you're after, then don't go past perennials. They last for more than 2 years and really give it their all.
When gardeners talk about perennials, they're normally talking about herbaceous perennials, some of which die down and look a bit dormant in winter. But just wait until the warmer weather comes and this will look amazing.
So, unlike annuals, which only have a 1-year lifespan, perennials come back year after year to grace your garden with spectacular colour.
Think of herbs and it's often the savoury beauties that come to mind, like rosemary or thyme. But what about the sweet herbs which shine in cakes and cocktails? Now, most herbs like to bask in the sun with good soil drainage, so a spot like this is perfect. And if you don't have a kitchen garden, herbs are great in pots. Pineapple sage is such a go-to herb for the entertaining season. The leaves have such delicious sweet pineapple smell, especially when you crush the foliage. So it's fabulous in fruity summer cocktails, or just add the leaves to, say, sparkling water for a nice hint of pineapple flavour. It boasts good looks too, with spikes of vibrant scarlet flowers that add a splash of colour and flavour to cool drinks and salads. Lemongrass is another zesty herb with a refreshing lemon flavour. Now, it can sulk a little bit in the cold, so just give it a warm, sheltered spot so it really thrives. It's usually the tender white part of the stem that's used in Asian-inspired dishes, but the leaves also make a yummy tea with just a dash of honey. And the scented foliage can help deter garden pests. Common mint is such an easy herb to grow at home and it's so invaluable in the kitchen. But why not get excited about all the different types of mint that you can grow? Like choc mint, which has beautiful choc mint scented foliage and chocolate coloured new growth. Try sprinkling the chopped leaves on a bowl of ice cream for a choc mint hit. Or apple mint, which has decorative two-tone foliage and a unique apple mint fragrance. Be sure to chop some up and put it in ice blocks for cool summer drinks. Now, don't forget to water your sweet herbs in with a good dose of sea salt. Help stimulate root growth and help to make the plants tougher to stresses like heat, drought, pests and disease.
I often get asked by people concerned about spots and discoloration on the leaves of their plants. Quite often, these are caused by fungal diseases like powdery mildew and rust. The great news is they're easily treated and preventable. These pesky problems typically occur when it's warm and damp. Plants prone to attack include edibles like strawberries, tomatoes, and flowering beauties like geraniums and roses. Check out this calendula. The poor thing's got a double dose. So rust is the little orange spots you can see, and the white film that looks a little bit like flour, that's powdery mildew. Thankfully, I've got an organic solution. Eco-fungicide here is a wonderful fungal control for powdery mildew and rust. A teaspoon in like this, and then I'm going to add in some eco oil. What that'll do is actually help the eco-fungicide spread and stick on the leaf. Give it a good shake and you're ready to spray. It's really important that you get good coverage, so make sure you're spraying the underside of the leaves and the stem as well. These products are certified organic, so no need for gloves and a mask, and you can spray and pick your crops the same day. My top tip for best results, really coat the plant all over and don't forget the underside of the leaves. There's nothing fun about fungal diseases in the garden, so make sure you get on top of them and you'll have a healthy, productive garden.
Don't you just love the thought of firing up the barbecue and having fresh herbs right here at your fingertips to use for tasty marinades or for spicing up fresh salads? When you grow herbs, you get the plant trifecta: scent, flavour and beauty. And if your outdoor space is teeny or you just want to create a movable feast, then embrace the potted herb garden. There's nothing more classic and timeless than terracotta, but these pots have a modern twist. They've been pre-treated with a sealant to help to conserve moisture and maintain the appearance of the pot. So I've used a cosy little family of codicil pots grouped together for impact. These guys love a spot in the garden that's hot and sunny. A bay tree is a great choice for giving your potted herb garden a bit of height, and you can add the leaves to marinades for all kinds of meat. Oregano is another go-to herb for marinades with a wonderful aromatic flavour. Lemon and thyme butter is a real treat on barbecued fish, so make sure you include some garden thyme in your planting palette too. Or, for a touch of silver in the garden and kitchen, try thyme's silver posy. Lemon and sage are another classic pair for flavouring grilled pork and chicken, and purple sage gives the dish that something extra, with gorgeous plum-coloured foliage. Next on the menu, grilled flatbreads with rosemary oil. So the remembrance herb is another essential potted ingredient. Throw in a bit of Italian parsley too for good measure, and some chives for fresh salads. Remember to pick your herbs regularly. The more you pick them, the bushier and better looking they'll get. Now for the finishing touch. Water your plants in with a dash of sea salt. It'll help to stimulate root growth and settle the plants into their new home. Now there you have it, the perfect potted pantry for a barbecue banquet.
I've got a sweet little dessert for you for your next dinner party that is sure to wow your guests. It has a little bit of pizzazz, and I'm going to start this strawberry and almond frangipani tart with some puff pastry that I've already thawed. Just popped it onto a lightly floured surface, and I'm just going to roll this gently into a rectangular shape. Now I've got a sharp knife, and I'm just going to make a little border about 3 centimetres inside of the tart. You don't want to cut through the pastry, just marking out a rectangular border. Next, I've got my frangipani, which I've already made. It's made out of almond meal, butter, eggs, a little bit of icing sugar, and of course a bit of vanilla. I've cut my strawberries into really thin strips because this is how I'm going to line the strawberries in my tart. So once you're happy with the placement of your strawberries, just use a little bit of egg wash and brush the sides of the pastry. And then if you like, you can fold the edges in a little bit more. So I've got some sugar syrup that I'm going to use to glaze the strawberries. Now here's the slightly tricky bit. It's easy if you make your tart on one sheet of baking paper, but I'm just going to slide this over. There we go. So my strawberry and almond frangipani tart can now be popped into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Yum, this tart is smelling so sweet and delicious. I'm just going to finish it off with a few extra final touches because it is so sweet. I'm just going to drizzle over a bit of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And of course, we need a little bit of crunch, so some flaked almonds to finish. And for extra indulgence, don't forget to serve this strawberry tart with a little dollop of cream.